Okay, this is second in a series of videos that I'm going to do on the two programs that are located here at this site. Let's just open it again. It's the forexsb.com wiki, and you go to the download, and that is the site where you can get the software we already installed. On the last video, we already had installed Forex Strategy Builder, and on this video, I'm going to install Forex Strategy Trader, and actually I've already gone ahead and installed that software. While we're here at the site, though, let's look and see that there's always development going on. They have another version of the Strategy Builder that's in beta down here, and they're also developing a Strategy Builder Professional, which will be quite nice, and it'll be pretty feature-laden, I think. It's just an alpha though, and it's down here, and I might take a look at that in a bit on my own and see how that's going along and what it's going to look like. But that bodes well for the future, that we're going to keep having products put out by this development team, and it's open source, so that's really nice. So when you install the software, you get this page pop up at the end of the installation, plus the trader itself starts up. Let's look at the page a little bit, though. Of course, it gives you all the nice help and support and all the different addresses you need here to get to things that you might want to look at for help. Now, during the installation, it will install into every MT4 you have on your computer. It just tells you basically to get a demo here. What happens is that there's a library file that's put into each of the experts libraries, and there's a expert that's put into each of the MetaTrader experts folders that you have on your computer. It advises you to open up your experts advisor tab in options on MT4 and make sure these two boxes are checked here. And I've already done that, but that's pretty simple, really. And anytime you check something in the options, it pretty much stays that way. You don't have to worry about checking it again when you drop the expert on there. Then it tells you to take an expert out of its location on the MT4 platform. Of course, you're familiar with MT4, and it's under Expert Advisors. It's right here, and you drop it on, of course, the chart or the instrument. And of course, what happens is you get this this experts tag comes up, and these are the check boxes that should be checked, and some of them will be checked because we already checked them in the options. So I've cleared that all away, and let's drop the expert on the page. We basically have it set up like this. If you go under inputs, you're going to see that there's a connection ID and there's an expert magic number. What I'm going to go ahead and do is make that 101, and also make the expert magic number 101. That'll help us to get started. And basically, these are the only two settings you have to change in the expert itself. I like making them the same because it's just less confusing. I only have to think about one number, and that's good for me. It's also good because I like to write down every, like 101 is the 4-hour Euro USD money flow index trading strategy. I keep track of these, and so that when I go to analytics, one of the analytic websites, I can look up under that particular number and know that's the one, and that's how it's performing. So I'm just going to go OK there, like that. So now I've brought up the trader itself. A very simple looking piece of software here. Down here you'll notice it says it's not connected. There'll be market information and stuff here in a minute. The status not connected. Strategy, well, we don't have one in there yet. So what I'm going to do is load in a strategy. So I'm going to open, and there should be some strategy, some demo strategy here, and there are. I also have some I used apparently at one point or another just to play with here. Anyway, let's load in. There's a test strategy here somewhere. Let's find it and load it in. There it is, test trade. This is used to test the software. So it says it's only for demonstration purposes only and not for real-time trading. Of course, it's just there to start to get you some trades and stuff real quickly, just to show you that the software is working and you sort of got an idea of what's going on and you know what you're doing with the installation here. So I use multiple instances of this trader. There's no way at this time to load more than one strategy into a trader and trade with it. So what it allows you to do is, if you go up here under somewhere here, I forgot where. Okay, I found it. It's under Tools, and what it says is allow multiple working copies of SST. So I'm going to hit that, and then over here what you get is that ID number right there. And if you remember, on my expert I made that 101. So I'm just going to go 101 there on that ID number. I'm going to go like this, and this should change to connected. So now this trader is now connected to this particular chart here by magic number and by ID number, and it won't get confused with any other chart you put up here. And now you'll be able to run multiple instances of this trader software. So you will just go and add another trader software and add another and give it another magic number, and so on and so on and so on till you get as many as your computer can you run, or as many as you want to run at that particular time. So now once we have a strategy, let's take a look at what we got here with this. Very simplified interface here, but I want you to notice some things. Under strategy properties, look what you can do. You can go up here and check. So is this the way you want to have it? Well, you notice that I actually have it at basic level of 0.10 looks like lots. Created constant number of lots 1. I'm just going to leave it that because this really is just demonstration purposes. But you would change this to what you wanted to trade in real life, and this would be very important for you to check to make sure this is what you wanted. Get in the habit of doing that, so if you go live at some point, you're always making sure you have the right numbers in there. You'll notice the handling of additional entries. It tells us what's going to happen. You notice the stop losses down here. There's nothing really chosen because it's really just for demonstration purposes, and it wants to just trade its living daylights out just to show you that your installation is working. So anyway, that's that, and you can see going under each one of these. So if you wanted to change the logic that's in here, you could do that. If you wanted to change the endpoints, anything in here like we did in the builder, you can do. For instance, if you just have your own strategy that you just want to try out, you really don't have to go in the builder. You could just go in here and just choose the indicators you want to use and put the settings in. It's something you've been working with manually, and go up here and you can save it as a name. This is such and such system. You can actually work right from here. It's not designed to be the development environment, but it can be used for some things like that, or some last minute changes or anything like that. I wanted to show you also, you got the chart here. It's a very simple chart because it's a very simple strategy, but you have the momentum indicator here and the chart. You can't click on this one, I'm thinking real bit. Let's see, show hide info panel. So there's an info panel here too. And then under account, this is where you'll have your equity chart and your balance. Journal's nice. This will tell you everything that's happened. Tell us we've loaded new strategy, test trade loaded successfully. We're not connected. We're not connected. Then we are connected. So everything that happens is under there. This is for manually doing some things. If you want to close out a position and then just turn this particular instance off or something, you can do it manually. You don't have to be um, on this chart over here to do it. So that's pretty nice itself. You can even trade off this, I guess, if you wanted to. There really is no reason to do that. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and start this one up. And basically that's it. You're now trading. And up here in the corner you're going to see traders connected. Get rid of some of this extra stuff. And you're going to go over here and you're going to see the expert, and it's going to look like it's off, but it doesn't really matter. It's still going to be controlled. Everything is going to be controlled properly. If you look at this here, if this all says what it says here, it's all running well, and it's really no concern of you if this is read over here under expert advisors. So I wanted to get this up because it's so simple to get this trader up and running, and this, is just show you how easy it is to get a strategy you have developed running, and it almost immediate satisfaction results. And once you see this, I think you'll realize how fast that you can start exploring different strategies. On my desktop, I think I'm up to like 13 or 14 of these instances running. And when I do that, what I do is I overlap them so that I can always see this stop automatic execution button. Every once in a while, for some reason, maybe the system will burp or something, you'll get one of these that will go off, and then you might have to restart it. So it's always good to see them just to make sure everything is running right. So I always sort of line them up so I can always see that stop automatic execution button. If it's red, then I know it's running. That's just something I've just done for good practice purposes. So as you can see, now that you started, you have the market information over here. It says it's Euro USD 1R, lot size, point whatever, spread. It gives you all that information automatically. It's connected with this chart, and it knows. So that's really it. That's how simple it is to get the trader running. You really don't have to know a whole lot more about trader. There are less abbreviated menus here. You have your strategy menu and some things here in case you want to just do some work on this particular sort of light version of the builder interface here. But that's it, and I'm going to conclude this video, and we're going to take a look here. Again, in a few minutes with another video. I just want to go back in and check on some of the things I might have missed in the other video that are important to recognize in the generator when you're using it. So this is the end of video 2, and I wish you all the luck, and I think that you're going to have a ball with this software and have fun.